handle my team. And this city would burn because they are that passionate about their Steelers. This city could be just as passionate about their Pirates, but you have a pandering jerk in the front office that seems to think that we owe him something because he plays baseball here. You look back at Forbes Field. You look back at Three Rivers Stadium. You look back at the greats that played the game. They wouldn't be here. They wouldn't be here because he would have traded them, or there would have been some kind of way of getting rid of them because they wanted too much.
But
that's my problem.
The problem is the MLB system, though, because he is a product of the system. Back when you talk about Forbes Field and you talk about even Three Rivers, and when we had championship teams in 60 and 71 and 79,
the 90s.
You didn't have free agency. You didn't have free agency then. And maybe in 79 you did, because I think 77 was Curt Flood. So 79 you did, but still that same team was pretty much intact. And now, since then, they haven't competed because we for whatever reason, we are been declared small market. And
so is Kansas City, so is Cleveland, so Cincinnati. You look at the entire Midwest, and the Major League Baseball ignores it. Ignores it. Like Boston, New York, San Francisco, LA. That's all that matters.
What needs to happen is there needs to be a cap. There needs to be a floor.
There needs to be a floor. Flat out needs to be a floor.
Yes.
You cannot allow Tampa, Oakland, Pittsburgh, and Miami to say, screw it, we're just going to sit on the salary cap, and I'll be a Manchurian candidate owner that just is a puppet. They didn't tolerate it in Montreal. They moved them to Washington.
And San Diego. Don't forget San Diego. That's what's amazing to me is there's five teams in all of Major League Baseball that have a payroll of under $100 million. Oakland, San Diego, Pittsburgh, Miami, and we just said it. I can't remember.
For the small market teams.
The small market teams.
The best they could hope for. The best they could hope for is a 2 or 3 year run every 10 years.
Yeah.
Like the Pirates had in 2013.
So we've had that technically.
Yeah.
But
they were a first baseman and a middle infielder and a middle reliever away from, my opinion, a World Series run. And they did nothing.
I will never forgive them. I will never forgive them for especially the 2006, I believe it was the 2015,
and insulting the fans. That's what bothered me. Was we gave you money for a stadium. You mean we could have let you go? Where were you going to go? At the time, it was Miami. I think Tampa wanted us, and I think Vegas or one of the other LA areas wanted the Pirates. And we said, okay, here's your money. Go build a stadium. Actually, Murphy put it in the back of a Senate plan. Regardless, we gave you money to build a stadium with the hopes that you will put the Roonies have tenfold said, okay, they've had AFC championship teams there. They have had conference championships there. They have had everything possible in that stadium, and they have backed up the fact that we gave them money for a stadium. The Penguins, same way.
They said that. They said we need a new stadium to compete with the big market teams, and when we get that stadium, we will spend more, and that was a lie.
Flat out.
But they made the playoffs.
3 years in a row.
They made the playoffs 3 years in a row. Hey, it might have taken 12 years, but they made the playoffs.
That's the thing. The best a small market team can hope for is a 2 or 3 year run, and then you gotta blow it up all again and rebuild.
The Marlins did that. They hired Jim Leland. They hired the best players possible for 1 year, won it all, and blew it up.
And they've done it a couple times.
Yeah.
The Yankees, they contend every year. The Cubs, they contend every year. The Dodgers, every year they contend. It's a ridiculous system.
Here's the problem. For a small market team to be successful, you almost have to be smarter than everybody in the room. And Huntington and Coonley is not smarter than everybody in the room.
They were a few years ago.
Good luck.
They were smarter a few years ago, and then everybody caught up. Now they're screwed.
Yes.
Everybody knows those methods now.
There is no way they can compete. There is no way. No way. They have the pitching. There's no doubt they have the pitching. They don't have the bats. They don't have position players, period. That infield's weak. You could have kept Harrison. You could have brought back Walker.
Harrison's washed up.
$5 million for a guy that was injured in Cleveland half the season, and you're saying Walker's not a viable option? You can't tell me that they could have been a better team for smarter money. They choose not to be. They want to play the woe is me card and slam it in everybody's face. Period.
Josh Harrison is not the answer. Maybe a great guy. He's been here forever, but he is not the answer. They made the right call in not renewing his contract. Neil Walker, everybody in Pittsburgh has an irrational love of Neil Walker.
His brother used to hit me in the face with a
He can't play shortstop.
He could play second base better than the guy they got there now.
He's not better than Adam Frazier.
Oh my God! How?
It doesn't matter. If the reason why Neil Walker isn't here isn't because of his baseball ability, it's because he called them out on their BS when he was here.
Thank you.
And there's no way they're going to bring him back. Although I mean, he is a little bit older.
He's a little over the hill now, but I mean he's a serviceable backup. But that's not what we need.
From the guy they got from Cleveland, he's a utility infielder. Great, he could play second. He could play first. He would have been better than anything out there.
He'd be a great DH when the DH comes to the National League, which is happening.
Oh, you're gonna lose me then.
It's coming. I'm telling you.
I hate it. I hate it. That might be it that ruins me on baseball, and I love baseball.
Something has to happen that needs a change. Look at it's the middle of February. Pitchers and catchers, I believe, report this week. Where's the top free agents? Harper and Machado, who they signed with. They're not even signed yet. No. What's going on here? There's got to be something going on.
The NFL says Kaepernick can't play because he took a knee or whatever. I don't care about politics. The bottom line is when the owners say, okay, we've had enough, it happens. And that's what's happening in Major League Baseball right now. It's not happening because they don't want to pay the exorbitant amounts of money that these guys want to bring to the table, but yet they want the viewership. They want the competitiveness. There was a game played in Washington last year of all the available free agent players against each other, and nobody signed them after that? It's collusion. It is total collusion.
Yeah, it's very much.
They have the money. They each team got $50 million for the TV deal for their streaming network.
And what did Nutting do with that money?
New lift up in Seven Springs. After the McCutchen trade, he bought a newspaper in West Virginia. Look it up. The exact same amount of money he got from the McCutchen trade went into his newspaper purchase. And Major League Baseball doesn't have a problem with that. Again, it's a Major League Baseball issue, period. Jeff Say loves the game. I respect that. I've got friends that love the game. I respect that. The bottom line is it's corrupt ownership, and we've given taxpayer dollars for these meccas. You mean to tell me in 17 years he's not going to be banging the drum for a new stadium?
Here's my question. We paid for that stadium. And when we ask, what are you doing with the money? Oh, that's private.
He closed the books.
Yeah.
No, can't see it.
Are you kidding? We paid for that. My money paid for that stadium.
They got you on in Chisenhall.
I have a stone somewhere in PNC Park with my name on it. Really? I don't know where it is. Yeah. I bought a stone like when they were first building. Right. I don't know where that stone is. So
my uncle Chucky's got one down third base line. It's over there up past where he's
playing third base. Lonnie.
Down.
Right near
Lonnie Chisenhall. All right, I'm going on a hunt for Joey's stone. This is going to be like Indiana Jones.
Find my stone.
GPS game. Let's do it.
All right, guys.
I'm going to make a Netflix documentary of this. Where's Joey's stone?
Joey had this stone he talked about.
Where's Joey's rocks?
2000s. Joey had this stone he had erected.
What if I told you?
What if I said Joey had a stone in PNC Park? Would you be interested?
All right, wait. Joey, have you ever seen? You've never seen the stone?
I haven't seen it.
All right. So how do you know that the stone exists? Maybe you just
maybe it's you're imagining it, Joe. You're imagining the stone, Joe.
Forget about what happened with $50 million. What happened with that $150 I paid for that stone in
Don't
1997?
take that $150. I want to know where it's at. Or I swear to God, I'm going to put food poisoning down over at the Quaker Steak and Lube wing stand, and you're all going to pay.
Lonnie's ended up on the disabled list.
He's done. He's done. You can't figure out what's going on with Joey Stone. I don't want nothing to do with you.
Pip, you've been banging on something for like the last 10 minutes. All I hear is boom, boom, boom.
I've lost all hearing in my right ear.
It's like Khrushchev in the 70s or the Cold War banging his shoe on the United Nations.
Find what happened in Cleveland. The ball hit the ground.
What are you, Bobby Heenan over there?
Guys, okay. We gotta go. We
gotta go. We gotta go, everybody. Thanks for having us, Joe.
Hey, thanks a lot, guys. This was
Thank
awesome.
you, Joey.
Thanks for listening. We'll be back tomorrow with another episode. We'll be talking Penguins. Hey, how about that? We recorded this Sunday night. I mentioned Kareem Hunt, and the next day, Kareem Hunt gets signed. I'm Nostradamus. I'm Joe Stradamus. Anyway, thanks again to Pip and Jeff Say. Had a great time. Talk to you later. Another episode is in the bag.